Dr. Yosef Ben-Jochannan, born in Ethiopia in 1918, was one of the most influential African scholars of the 20th century. His life's work revolutionized our understanding of African history, culture, and identity. Challenging centuries of historical erasure, he will forever be known as one of our grandmaster teachers. Dr. Ben's advocacy was rooted in the belief that African civilizations, particularly ancient Egypt, were the bedrock of modern Western culture. He dedicated his life to reclaiming African history from centuries of misrepresentation and distortion. Dr. Ben was especially passionate about ancient Egypt, an African civilization whose contributions to science, mathematics, medicine, and philosophy were foundational to modern Western thought. He fiercely rejected the notion that Egypt was a Mediterranean or Arab civilization. Dr. Ben was a tireless advocate for Pan-Africanism, the unity of African people worldwide. He encouraged African Americans and people of the African diaspora to reconnect with their cultural roots, reclaim their heritage, and understand their history. One of Dr. Ben's most groundbreaking assertions was that Western civilization owes much of its intellectual and cultural foundation to Africa. From the arts to science, the ancient achievements of African civilizations paved the way for the rise of Greece, Rome, and modern Western societies. Dr. Ben's work is crucial to the reparations movement. By educating Black people about the rich history of Africa, often deliberately erased, he helped pave the way for reparations not just in terms of monetary compensation, but in the reclamation of cultural heritage and identity. Dr. Ben's work continues to inspire movements for justice, equality, and reparations. His teachings on African history and culture directly influenced civil rights leaders, Pan-Africanists, and reparations advocates, giving them the intellectual tools to demand justice for the legacies of slavery and colonialism. Dr. Ben's advocacy for reparations was rooted in his understanding that the economic, social, and psychological wounds caused by slavery and colonialism cannot be healed without acknowledging the profound contributions Africa made to the world and the ongoing legacy of those injustices. By reclaiming African history, Dr. Ben empowered Black people around the world to embrace their identity and their worth. This process of historical reclamation is integral to the reparations movement, as it helps to restore pride and dignity to those who have been marginalized for centuries. Dr. Yosef Ben-Jochannan's legacy is a lasting reminder of the power of knowledge and the importance of reclaiming our history. His work continues to shape the fight for reparations and the global movement to honor and uplift African culture, heritage, and achievements. Join the movement, educate yourself, reclaim your history, and stand for justice. Together, we can ensure that African history is recognized, celebrated, and that the work of reparations continues.